Hello and welcome to another episode of The Hero Talks. Today we have with us a business coach, a life coach, and a graphologist who has helped hundreds of people transform their life with the graphotherapy. Let's welcome Mr. Dinesh Kumar Jhajhariya. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shiva, and I would like to congratulate you that you have started a very wonderful platform, the Hero Talks, and you are inviting people, learned people from different industries who are doing something significant to the society. And I'm really feeling very lucky and delightful to be part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming to the studio. So my first question would be, sir, what sparked the interest in graphology?
See, Mr. Shiva, right, I believe whatever happens, it happens for a reason. And that is, even you can read on my WhatsApp status also, it is always there, and I'm a firm believer of that. So what happened that during COVID, it was like totally life has turned around. One side, I was into a hotel industry, I was consultant. I used to own a fine dining restaurant in Hyderabad. During COVID, we lost it. And everything was flat, nothing was on, and so question was what to do. So, but yes, one good thing what I have learned early in my life, that if you don't have anything, you have plenty of time, let's learn something new. So one day just it happened that I was just surfing through my old books, and I found one very old book that learning free, like signature analysis book in my collection. So there I got stuck. And I would say that it was a divine intervention. Next day I saw a pop-up on my Facebook which says that attend free session on graphology. Okay, so that was really sparkle moment for me, and then I have gone for that. Then the journey started. I have enrolled for the different courses, and then level 1, level 2, level 3, and different things we have done. Even my wife also was part of that. So learning started. Then I have used it as a tool to my life.
So you believe in luck and divine interventions?
Yes, I do believe. And see, what I believe in that this world, the way it has been designed, it is run by something powerful, right? And another side, I believe that whatever opportunities we get in life, we should take it. Okay. And then only I think you live a life of progress, and I think you see the better world.
Right. So what exactly is graphology, sir? What's its importance or significance?
Yeah, definitely. See, first thing what I found when I discussed graphology with people. So generally I don't see that many people know about it. And I feel like I got some kind of treasure, If you ask me to define it, it is very simple thing. Like a definition of graphology is, it's a science to read your neuropathways and to decode your personality. Or whatever is happening in your life, we can just read your pathways through your handwriting. So that is graphology. It is like and handwriting analysis. Yes.
So is there any scientific basis for it, or?
See, so far it is in the category of pseudoscience. But yes, there had been a lot of research, and it's one of the ancient sciences which has been grown in, even in India we have some very good, evidences. It has grown in Germany, China, Spain, in other developed countries also, and it is used as a wonderful tool in addressing different aspects of life. So it is like thousands of year old science. Yes.
So our general, our handwriting changes over a period of time. So does that reflect our mental state or our personality?
Yes, it does. What happens, see, when you are growing, so when you grow and there is a certain age of, shaping up your personality and the character. the core of your personality shape when the age of your growth, those experiences actually fix your personality, your all habits, your attitude towards money, attitude towards your parents, attitude towards different aspects of life. But same time there are changes every day.
Right.
So that little change you can see, but your core personality will be the same, your DNA will be the same.
Okay.
So that's how your writing will remain the same till your total transformation happens.
So in other words, by changing the handwriting, you can change your personality completely.
Yeah, of course, and that is the solution.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
graphology, then that solution is known as graphotherapy. That is the remedy of anything we found wrong or anything person want to achieve. So we can help person in all aspects of life, whether it is health or relationship with the finances, relationship with the family members, or what kind of returns he is getting in his life with his efforts, and also everything can be addressed with that therapy.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So in other words, graphology is the study of handwriting,
Yes.
and the application of it is graphotherapy.
Remedy is the graphotherapy.
Okay. So have you done your own handwriting analysis?
Of course, that's what I have become the fan of that, and
Okay.
it so happened that we have been recommended that you should go for handwriting analysis. So we have submitted our sample, handwriting sample, and to my surprise, I could know that why in different phases these things happened in my life, what was the reason, and we can decode actually all the reasons. And I already mentioned that I got the answers of all the questions I was looking for. And at this age, actually I got what is the purpose of my life.
Okay.
And that's a big thing. And after that we have gone for graphotherapy also, and it has really brought the subtleness in my all aspects of life, and I think I'm living a very good life right now.
Oh, great. I'm eager to know more about what you are talking about, and probably get my handwriting also analysis.
Yes, of course,
Okay,
we will do it.
okay. So apart from the personal development or personal transformation, is there any other application of graphology?
Yes, in general terms, as I mentioned, that we can handle any or all aspects of life. But to mention specifically, if we start with when a child is growing. So this is the very good support if we make him practice the right strokes in his handwriting. This child will become he can use his natural potential.
Okay.
And he will be emotionally very balanced, and he can face all the challenges flawlessly. Like he will not get disturbed, his health will not get disturbed, and he will be able to play outside in this world. So that is a very good tool I recommend for children. Then when it comes to selecting the career, there we play a very important role. Once we see your handwriting, we can say that in which area you are very strong. And if you want to for example, we can even recommend what kind of field will be good for you.
Okay.
For example, we can tell this person his physical energy is very good. He can be very good sports person or a dancer.
Okay.
We can say somebody is very intelligent, his focus is very good. He can he is detail oriented. So we can suggest him that he can go into research and likewise we can guide the people, and we have done with many people so far.
Interesting.
Yes, it is.
So in that aspect, can be applied to medical conditions.
But let me complete the answer of your previous question. This is then we come to the very important stage of life when everyone wants to get married.
Right.
Okay, generally we go for that kundali or our astrological applications we take.
Right.
But I suggest you can go for that. But this tool I found that it is it tells your match or your compatibility at emotional level, mental level, and physical level. And we can tell what kind of journey these two people are going to lead as a couple.
Okay.
And after that, once people who are married, for them again it is a brahmastra kind of thing to bring them close subconsciously.
Okay.
Or even I would say, I don't know whether people can imagine to be at unconditional level in relationship with their spouse. But trust me, I claim that I have reached that level.
Okay.
And we help many people. We have infused romance in the couple who was fighting for many years.
Oh, interesting.
So this is the wonderful application. Then another application I would like to mention for professionals, like people, what I have seen in our business world, that many businessmen or women, they want to do everything. They are involved in everything. So that leadership is missing. So we have transformed people into leaders.
Okay.
And who are these leaders? What they do after transformation? They become very good in managing their resources, all the resources. Okay. You will not find them that they are in everything, and we have done with many business people, right?
Okay.
Then we are helping many companies in recruitment. We can tell the suitability of the person, that whether this person is the suitable in sales or the marketing or in finance or in any other department, or he has some manipulative tendencies. Okay. He can cheat you, or what kind of environment you have to give him to bring his best. Make the best use of that person.
Okay.
Then there are like all aspects, as I mentioned, and even creating a culture in an organization. If organization allow us to bring harmony among the people, bring that team together, so we can do with this tool. Okay. Even in families we have done. This is the time where children, they won't listen to parents, right? Generally everyone has this complaint. Right. But you will not believe, in my own house I have achieved that. Now we have a very subtle communication. Okay. The opinions are different, but communication is there. We listen to each other. There is good communication, and this we have done in many families as well.
Okay, great.
So and one more, yes, there are many applications. Let me address all, because this should go to many people, and people should know about this hidden tool. Right. So again, health. Right. So we can help people decoding symptoms of health well before it starts there in their body. And it happened in many of the cases with us. And then we don't claim to be a doctor, okay? But yes, if somebody is taking the treatment, we can accelerate the healing. We can help them. We can support, and it gives a very good results to those people. Okay. Another application is people are facing that they are working day night, and they are not getting high returns. Right. And they are some kind of financial trap and all. So we can make their relationship good with the finances. Okay. So you name anything, we can. It's an amazing tool to address the life. Okay. I can go on actually. You can go to
we'll go into more details as we go along. So what is the accuracy level of the analysis, sir?
See, as per what research says, it is nearly more than 90%. Okay, because 10%, why? Because as you mentioned initially, and you asked me how much it varies, right? So that percent, it varies. For example, it vary around 10%, because like suppose I'm in a bad mood right now and I'm writing. So little that influence will be there, and we can decode it. So that makes that 10% variation in any kind of analysis. But what we see in handwriting, we tell. Okay. So it is 100% accurate. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long does it take for an individual, to get used to the suggestions you are making? So because handwriting becomes like habitual, right?
Okay. See, this is depends on the individuals, and another factor, it depends on the rigidity of their neuropathways, and age factor also matters, right? If writer is young, the changes will happen. And the result is in the right shape of the letter, whatever we give, the way we want him to write. If he is doing it properly, result will be faster. Okay. But otherwise, like people when they reach 40, 50, the neural pathway becomes a little rigid, and they are they are not ready to change, because that kind of rigidity also comes, Right. So these two factors, one is like doing this right therapy in a right way, and the belief you have in that gives you the result. Okay. That's it. Otherwise, results are there in that. Okay. For sure.
Okay. So we were discussing earlier about resolving mental issues and emotional issues.
Yes.
Are there any cases where graphology has helped to overcome that mental issues or emotional issues?
Yes. So let me start with the I think you must be aware of the autistic cases, right? So autistic cases are little, they are aggressive. The brain, they don't have much control over their brain. So these kind of cases we have handled, and we have it was one of the case was this child was around 15 years of age, who was very aggressive, very he was not listening to anyone. He was his own and all that, very difficult to control. But somehow his parents have really came forward for this. They allowed us to help him. Then when therapy started gradually, around it took 1.5 years, but he brought almost to normal, and it's a big thing. And another thing I would like to mention, see, behind everything, even we are sitting right now, there is a emotional, we are into some kind of emotional state.
Right.
Okay, I'm feeling very happy. Right. So definitely things will go in a right way, I think, right?
Right.
Our tone, our energy will be in that direction. So whatever we do, some kind of emotions are behind that.
Yes.
But generally, when people get disturbed or they get in depression or they face some kind of life challenges, they get totally emotionally broken.
Okay.
And there are hardly anything or anybody who can guide them at that level and bring them to a normal level. And I would like to mention, with the emphasis on this, that graphotherapy is the solution for that, which can bring you, which can make you emotionally balanced, and then your life comes to the track.
Okay. So graphology is only applicable to one particular script or language, or has there been studies in different languages as well? So because in India we have so many different scripts.
Yes.
And there's a Chinese script, is there other Japanese script. So
Right.
how do we see that?
See, what basic principles of graphology, we do not actually read anything. They are based on different strokes.
Okay.
The way letter is written, or what kind of pressure it has, the size it has, different thing. But yes, more of the research and learning language is English. So we generally practice in that. But yes, we are trying to do in another languages also, in Telugu, Hindi, Punjabi, all those in languages, because language doesn't matter in that.
Okay.
The stroke, a particular stroke says something about, about the person. Let it be in any language. But as I mentioned, learning happens in English, and if we have a sample in English language, we are more comfortable. That's it.
Okay. So in other words, now how does it translate to a guy who is an illiterate? So because he doesn't have any handwriting or anything to write, right? So how do we understand his neural pathway or his behavior?
See, for astrology, what we need? We need your date of birth. We need all these information. The same way we need handwriting for graphology. That is a must.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is the process involved for somebody to get into graphotherapy?
Yes, Mr. Shiva, I would like to explain the process in little detail. So we ask our client to submit his handwriting sample in 2 A4 size white sheets, written with blue ball pen. And at last we ask him to give his signature with his personal details. And it takes us 2 to 3 days to analyze in detail. And after that we have one-to-one meeting, either online or in person, where we discuss his all aspects, what is happening in his, with his health, what is happening, the kind of business he is in, or from where he is getting this stress, what are his fears, what success rate he has, and accordingly we set with the consent of the client, we set the 1 or 2 objectives.
Okay.
Where we have to direct the therapy. Okay. And therapy is given for 30 days, and it is like combination of 2 to 4 letters. Okay. We form a word towards that. It has no meaning generally. Okay. But it is given that 1 page he has to write, and there are instructions. The way he has to write, when he has to write, and which kind of pen he has to use. And it is generally reviewed in 30 days. Okay. In between, periodically, like weekly or in 10 days, I keep reviewing it for the whether he's writing correct or not, or corrections we keep suggesting, and it is coupled with little counseling. Okay, we try to create the intent. Okay, what he has to think every time, and when he's writing the therapy, and it gives a very good results. And it happens for like minimum time. Generally, what I have seen is 3 months, and it goes on. It depends on the person's age and the rigidity of neuropathways.
Okay.
Yes.
Does graphology involve signature analysis as well?
Yes, it is the integral part of that. It's very important part.
Have you analyzed signatures of any famous personalities?
Yes, generally I keep doing this kind of research. It makes more interesting, and I have done few.
So, would you like to share any examples?
Yeah, I have, like when I read about someone's biography and all, so generally I keep doing it. Okay. I would mention like I have seen signature, and it has matched with the personality of Deepika Padukone and all, and filmy people, politicians. I keep doing it, and they are matching with their kind of personality they have. They are in the profession. So
great.
It's really very interesting also.
Right. So what are the general misconceptions about graphology? Or
yeah, people generally ask one thing. Now nobody is writing.
Right.
So how graphology and graphotherapy will work? So I have a very clear message here that, my dear friends, people have stopped writing in this era, and you see the kind of stress and anxiety everyone has. And here I would like to give you this free advice. If you start writing even 5-6 lines every day in your diary, you will see that your focus will be better, you will be feeling relaxed and all. Do it and check it. So this kind of misconception. And another thing, like, it was surprising for me, even I have addressed the gathering of 200 plus people. In that hall, nobody was knowing about it at all. So this thing, again, I would like to thank you that through this podcast, I think we will reach many people, and we would like to we will be successful in telling that how wonderful tool it is. So I highly recommend that writing should be a part of that if you want to save yourself from many disease and emotional dilemmas and all that. Yes.
Right. So how was the initial reaction of people when you talked about graphology? Like, what level of skepticism they had?
See, again, I would like to say that everything starts with the belief. Some people are very receptive. They take interest when I'm explaining. Generally, what I do, I generally try to analyze their signature, and I take the sample of few lines, and I tell them a little about their life, which gives them little help them in believing in this. This person does not know anything about us, but now through my writing he's telling all the truth. So that also helps me in convincing them. And then some people definitely are there, I don't think they believe in anything. So for those people we cannot do anything. And there had been cases that I have educated them about this like few months before. And after 4, 5, 6 months, even after 1 year, people are approaching me, Dinesh, I think we need you. And I think once you talked about graphology, and let us do it, and it happens.
So generally we believe, we know people. So has anybody surprised you when you started analyzing their handwritings?
See, Mr. Shiva, it happens in my own life, own family, where we see that we know our spouse very well, children very well, but to my surprise, after everyone's analysis, we found actually we hardly know our own people. So this really helps knowing your spouse better and your children better, and it is not to judge anyone. It is to like how you can connect with them very well, because they are different than you, But we do not understand why they behave in a particular way in a certain circumstances, and we try to feel bad. But this tool really helps in understanding, and definitely now this tool helps me in understanding everyone. Whenever I go and meet anyone, first thing I try to take their signature and few lines of their writing.
Okay.
And it tells me about how I should deal with them, and I think I do well after that.
Okay. What has been the most rewarding part for you as a graphologist?
See, here I would like to mention like two things. First thing, best reward I got that I could repair my emotions, which were harming me, what negative emotions I had. See what happens when we are growing, we cannot save ourselves from negative emotions, right? Negative experiences. But some of the experiences, they leave an impact which keep damaging your life even after that, long after that also it happened. But people generally, they are, first thing, they are not aware why it is happening with me.
Right.
Okay, why I am keep fighting with my spouse every day, why I am losing my money, but they are all like, you have reasons in the past. So first thing, it helped me in decoding that and repairing all that. And definitely the biggest thing is blessings what comes from the people when they say that Dinesh, you really helped me in coming up my life, bouncing back in my life, repairing my relationship. I feel really great.
Great, sir.
Yeah.
So, are there any tools which you use for graphology or graphotherapy?
No, this is like our learning, what courses we have done, and generally, as I said, that we check the pressure of the writing, the shape of any letter and all, and that we have learned and we decode accordingly.
Okay. So, is there any application in dealing with criminals or understanding their psychology?
Yes. Few of the agencies they use it as a as a forensic tool also.
Okay.
It is used to verifying the criminals and all that, and there are movies also on that. You can see, and it is done, but that course is, I think, very expensive, so I have not gone for that. And I don't want to deal with in that area. My specific area where I am targeting, those are like business people, business professionals, and the children. So I am focusing in these two areas, but definitely I am helping others also.
Okay, yeah. Great. So, can somebody make a career out of graphology or graphotherapy, or if so, what advice you would give to people or students who are interested into pursuing this as a career?
Yes, yeah, definitely there is a big scope.
Okay.
Though there are thousands of graphologists in this world, but still there is a lot of scope, as I mentioned, that it works in all walks of life.
Okay.
So people can learn, and the biggest dilemma in life is to knowing what is my composition of my personality, right, or the character.
Right.
And the second thing is how I should know other people. If we are successful in doing this, first I know myself and I know the people I am dealing with, the life will become easy.
Right.
So there is a big scope of career, and I am the example.
Okay.
I have totally transitioned from the hotel industry to as a graphologist,
Right.
and I'm very happy. So I recommend two categories of people who are into teaching, especially who are teaching little children. Okay, when they are in growing age, like till the age of 10 years at least. All those teachers must learn graphology. And second thing I want, and it is my wish, that every housewife should learn this.
Okay.
And definitely I will recommend to everyone, even a few of my people who have taken the graphotherapy, later like big bosses of companies, they have learned also, because they want to know their people more, their team better. They want to understand that what kind of job I can assign him, how I can make him more productive and comfortable.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful tool to learn, and big scope of our career.
Oh, great. So when we talk about career, it's not like a job placement or something like that. It has to be like a practice.
Yeah, it is a practice. It is like you are practicing as a doctor or whatever field you are.
Okay.
So like more you practice, better you become your experience. Yeah.
So with the rise of AI technology, and where do you see the future of graphology and graphotherapy?
Yes, Mr. Shiva, I would like to explain it this way, that at present era, actually it is like two sides of the same coin. One side, every day the technology advancement is there, and now we have reached that where AI is impacting all aspects of life. Everywhere AI. But people have to understand. More we are getting into technology, the level of stress, anxiety, and the total, balancing my work and life is becoming difficult. We are like some kind of stretching ourselves, too much.
Right.
That is what is happening, right?
Right,
And
right.
speed of life is too much that you can handle actually. But other side, these tools, when actually people used to write, the subtleness was there in the people's life.
Right, right.
You understand?
Yes,
There was no these words like anxiety and stress. Now in everything and everyone, they are using this. This is like, jargons of the day. Right. So handwriting is one thing, and already I have given suggestion. You just experiment, just write few lines every day and see what happens. So one side, let this technological advancement be there, but my dear friend, now you cannot replace meditation in yoga, right? If you will do, you can handle it better.
Right.
But inside, if you really want to handle your emotions in deep level, and you want to be better in this side of technology, definitely you should take this kind of support.
Okay.
And I highly recommend that. This is the era, like more these kind of changes are coming. I think I will be getting more clients, which actually I don't want. Okay, but I like this is like our role becomes more and more and more. Our responsibility becomes more towards society, that we can use graphology and graphotherapy and help people.
Do you have any light-hearted story to share, which give you some unexpected surprise? Some funny moment.
See, what happens generally when people come to us as a client, they are facing some kind of challenges in their life, right?
Yeah.
But yes, when they allow us to work on them, then it becomes fun later.
Okay.
On. So I would like to tell one like example. We have worked on many cases, and all are very successful stories so far. So one of my hotel management student, she called me at around 3 o'clock in the night or early morning, you say. And definitely if somebody is calling you, I have picked up, and this girl was crying and full of emotional baggage. So she started shouting, I cannot live this life, this is enough for me, and I cannot live with this guy, my life has become hell and all, and I heard everything. Then she said, sir, I woke up with the thought that I should call Dinesh sir, I think he can help.
Okay.
And I immediately dialed your number. I thought at least this call will go, and in the morning you will call and you will listen to me. But I am lucky that you picked up my call and you heard me. So I said, my dear, if it is so, then it's a divine intervention, and I have something which can help you. Then I explained about this tool, graphology and graphotherapy. So she immediately took action, and next day by 12 she has submitted her sample online and paid her fees and all. And what happened, like she very dedicatedly, see, result comes with the intensity of the belief in these kind of things. So she believed in that, and she started therapy. I think even she has not completed even 1 month's therapy, and she has started her she started feeling the change of thoughts. They live in Mumbai. With her husband, she went to Vapi on a drive. Then after a few months therapy, they have gone to Goa. And after that, when she has seen the results, she said, Dinesh sir, I want to do this course. Now she is doing, I think she is about to certify in that. So when these kind of thing happens, this is like blessings for us. And now definitely fun is for me and fun in her life. She's living. And what actually we found, the reason I would like to mention, that what all we can diagnose through this, she was having very strong professional aptitude.
Okay.
She has been a very successful professional for 7-8 years, and then when she got married, then a child has come to their life. So life has restricted. She has to leave the job, and that kind of emotional and she has an independent nature. So all these things were accumulating, and it started bursting after these many years. So that was the reason, and we have addressed that, and now she is living very good life. She is taking care of health, taking care of child. And now she is making graphology as a profession. Oh,
great, sir. It was pleasure talking to you. So before we conclude, I would like to know, do you want to analyze handwriting of any historical figure or famous personality? If so, whose?
Yes, actually, since I started graphology and all, though being very curious, I keep reading about influential people, and I would like to mention that I would like to analyze the handwriting sample of Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar, the person who has faced so many odds in his life and could do this much of the all Indians. Okay, so these kind of people, I'm trying to find these kind of sample. I want to know what kind of handwriting he had when he had that kind of risk-taking abilities and surviving into totally, all odds.
Right.
So that is my wish, and I think I'll be successful in that.
Great. Wish you success, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and sharing your knowledge and wisdom on the subject. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Mr. Shiva. Thank you so much. Thanks.